Broncos Country, I don't have many nice things to say about the Broncos' loss to the Baltimore Ravens 41-10 today. But if there's one glimmer of hope that we can take away from this game, one thing that we can say, okay, this is a victory for the Broncos on the day, it is the performance of Bo Nix. Bo Nix went out there today and played his ass off. He played really well for the Denver Broncos. I thought that Bo Nix went out and performed about as well as you could ask him to perform given the circumstances. In the first half, he kept the Broncos competitive and in the game when it started to slip away from them early. And despite some of the fourth down blunders that the Broncos had to deal with, most notably the bad play call from Sean Payton, where he calls a toss play on fourth down and inches and it ends up getting stuffed short of the line to gain. Despite all of that, I thought Bo Nix was able to weather the storm and he made some nice plays in that first half. That rollout right, where he made that throw across his body to Javonte Williams. That was a throw that, you know, deep down, Sean Payton was like, no, 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 yes, yes. Coaches generally don't like it when a quarterback throws back across his body like that. But in this case scenario, Bo Nix was able to make it work, and it was a really, really beautiful throw to Javonte Williams, who got some really good yardage after the catch. That was really nice to see. He had a really nice connection on a comeback route to Sutton. He had a couple of deep connections as well, one on blown coverage. It wasn't all perfect. He did miss that fourth down shot to Troy Franklin that could have been a touchdown. It was a slot fade where Troy Franklin had cooked his man. I thought that Bo definitely could have gotten that, but overall, you can't blame Bo for missing that one throw. I thought that in that first half, he gave the Broncos a chance to win, or a chance to at least be competitive, which was all you could really ask for at the end of the day from Bo Nix. It was at least a positive thing that you could take away from this game. And I thought, obviously, the highlight of the game was Bo Nix catching that pass on the Philly special for the touchdown. His first reception in his career, his first touchdown catch in his career. That was super duper fun to see. But Bo Nix definitely was not the reason why the Denver Broncos lost this game. We made a video talking about how the Broncos defense let this team down. Bringing in the stat line from this game. Oh, sorry, that was my thumbnail from trying to make this video. But bringing in the stat line from this game, Bo Nix, 19 for 33, 223 yards, no touchdowns. He did have an interception, but that wasn't his fault. It was on the Broncos' opening drive where Bo puts the ball in the right spot. It was just on a little rollout play, but little Jordan Humphrey cannot hold on. He drops it, and it bounces into the hands of the Ravens defense for an interception. That's one that's going to go down as an interception for Bo Nix, but it's not going to go down as a PFF turnover-worthy play because it wasn't a turnover-worthy play for Bo. It was a turnover-worthy play for little Jordan Humphrey. But that stat line, I feel like, doesn't do justice to how Bo played today. In the second half, the game did kind of get away from the Broncos, and Bo really didn't do much in the second half. But by the time the Broncos had between the time the Broncos had touched the ball the last time in the first half to the first time they touched it in the second half, a 14-point swing had happened, and it was a 21-point deficit. It was a 31-10 game at that point. So it was really hard for the Broncos to be able to do anything there in the second half, but I thought Bo Nix was putting the Broncos in a position to be competitive, and he kept the Broncos in the game until it got away from them. And again, it got away from them because of that inexcusably bad touchdown that was given up there at the end of the first half. Obviously, Devon Key, that was just inexcusable. He was playing two-hand touch on that play, didn't wrap up Zay Flowers, and he just got free for a touchdown. That was ridiculous. And then in the first possession that the Ravens had coming out of halftime, they marched downfield, they scored, and by that point, the game was just over for the Broncos. But in the first half, Bo Nix played really well. All right, Broncos Country, I am curious. What would you give Bo Nix for a letter grade for today's performance? I would honestly give him an A-. I thought that he was really solid and played really well for this team and continues to get better each and every single week. Drop those comments down below, though, guys, and let me know your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos Country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.